Good afternoon. Well, it wasn't the happiest of Fridays for Aussie shares. We had the ASX 200 down by 12 points or a fifth of 1%, but still managed to close above 6,000 points. It also means that thanks to gains for most of the week, shares have managed to lift by about 1% in 5 days, and we've snapped a 3-week losing streak. But there are still plenty of risks in the next week or so that will receive plenty of attention from markets, including the leaders of the G7 meeting tonight in Quebec, Canada for the next couple of days. Trade will be certainly the main talking point here, since the US has basically put quite a few tariffs on most of those countries that will be attending that meeting. On Tuesday, you've got Kim Jong-un and President Trump meeting in Singapore, and later on in the tail end of the week, you've got the central banks in the US, Europe and also Japan making decisions on interest rates and monetary policies. So these are all things that markets will be very clearly focused on. But today, quite a choppy performance for the Aussie market. The banks in Telstra were down, the miners were mixed. We did see some improvements from some of the supermarket chains, including Woolies, which was up very modestly. There were a few standouts though. One of them was betting group Tabcorp, which rose about 1.5%. It did say it's discussing the potential sale of its betting business in the UK. That's Sunbets, which has not been doing well for quite some time and has lost about $20 million for the group in the first half of this year. An infant formula company called Bubs Australia was a very strong performer. It rose 6%. It signed a key deal to get access to one of the world's largest online retail websites. This is a website owned by Alibaba, the Tmall platform, and that will basically give it access to more than 500 million monthly users. AMP was a touch higher today, but it certainly has struggled this year. It's down 30% since the start of January, and was faced with its fourth class action just days ago. Rio Tinto up slightly. It has formalised a 50-50 joint venture for mineral exploration in China today. And Retail Food Group, the company behind Gloria Jeans, one of the worst this week. It fell 25% in just 5 days after a profit warning on Tuesday. Now, the Aussie dollar sits at about 75.9 US, a little weaker today. And also keep in mind, of course, that the Aussie market will be closed on Monday for the Queen's birthday holiday, and will return to normal trade on Tuesday.